I lived in Hollywood for about 3 years, and when I moved there, I had that vision of Hollywood in my mind that it was a magical place, but that it was way different than what they show you in all the movies and TV shows that you see. That version of Hollywood it doesn't exist. It's like the camera magic cover-up of what Hollywood actually is. So when I started realizing the reality of Hollywood, I just wanted to pull off the veil and just show everyone the truth. And that's what led me to write All That You Were.
You can't tell me my heart's like a stone when I'm not the one that is cold. Oh no, don't fall but get down off your throne. Go figure out what you want.
So this is the building that I used to live in. I live right up there. And as you can see, there's a couch bed underneath it that someone's probably taking as their home for the night. There's always somebody living down here, or girls coming back from the club just throwing up under your window, and that's Hollywood. It's not that glitz and glamour that they try to show you down there in front of the Chinese theater and all that. This used to be a parking lot. They just put this nice fancy apartment building up, but this is where I was kidnapped. And it's kind of weird that now it's just a big old building. It makes you forget how dangerous Hollywood actually is, because you see all these nice apartment buildings that are coming up, but I still remember, you know. When I started writing All That You Were, I immediately had a character. I just thought of the lyric, "Put your feet in the concrete footprints," and just this character came to mind that was somebody that came to Hollywood looking for fame and fortune and found that it was harder and they had to give up way more and to live that kind of life. And I wanted to include was how ridiculous it is that you have to pay for your own star on Hollywood Boulevard. It just seems so counterintuitive to me that you're so famous that everyone should want to give you a star, but you actually pay for it in the end. And the other character that came to mind was just somebody who was homeless. That's where I got the lyric, "Spare some change, don't got enough myself," because it doesn't matter what day or what time, if you're walking in Hollywood, somebody's gonna ask you for money. The Hollywood streets aren't paved with gold, and it may be paved with some movie stars' names or feet prints and handprints, but there's definitely no gold in there. So that's kind of how the song started progressing, and I know that Sean was kind of irritated with the song, but I think that secretly he really liked it and liked writing it as much as he grumbled and complained about it.
When Cinda brought the idea of the song to me, she had the lyrics already, and I was kind of floored by it, just because it was so painfully and brutally honest. So when she brought me the lyrics, we started working on the song, and I hated working on that song. It was about 3 songwriting sessions that we spent on it, and it seemed like we weren't getting anywhere with it. We had the little verse part with the "put your feet" lyric. Like that one little part was what we had, and we kind of had a little bit of an idea of how the verses were gonna go, but I just couldn't figure anything out. It was like, this song is so perfect, but why am I having such a hard time trying to figure out what in the world to play along with these words? Finally, it got to be like the 4th or 5th time that we had decided to work on the song, And I don't know whether I was just in that much of a bad mood or I just hated the song that much, as I just knew from the experience beforehand that I was just going to fail again. And I guess because the song is just so angry as it is, and because I was in such an angry mood or bad mood or whatever, somehow the two negatives turned out to equal a positive that time, and we wrote the entire song in 30 minutes. It's an honest portrayal of not only just what Hollywood really is, but it's an honest portrayal of my frustration in trying to write the music. It's angry because that's the reality of it. We're angry that Hollywood has to be that way. We don't like seeing people's dreams and hopes get smashed under some person's petty opinion. We don't like to see, you know, people living on the streets. I mean, it's sad, you know. And I hated working on that song, and funnily enough, to have hated working on that song so much, to then record it and then to go out and play it live, it's become my favorite song of the set, because it is just so brutally honest.
When thinking about the songs on this EP, it was so clear to me that this song needed a music video with it. And when I started thinking about, well, what would it be, it was also clear because I'd almost kind of written the music video by writing the music. I already had two characters in mind, so we just had to put those characters into action. So we were looking for directors, and two directors fell through, so I just felt this music video needs to be made, and if no one else is going to do it, then I'm going to do it. I was kind of nervous about it because I hadn't done any filming, anything since high school. Just thought, well, I'll just use a little bit of knowledge that I have and go from there. So I started storyboarding some stuff, and I made a shot list and looked for locations and booking the theater and finding the people that we wanted to be in it. In the end, I ended up directing it and editing it, and I filmed bits and pieces of it as well. So if you haven't seen All That You Were music video yet, please check it out and enjoy Cockeyed Optimist's first music video.